guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So as always, show's brought to you by a sponsor. So sponsor this time is Kaizen Fightwear. So Kaizen Fightwear, obviously a local guy from Scotland, Big Max. Head over to Kaizen Fightwear _co. They do some funky designs. So obviously all you jiu-jitsu nerds out there, definitely head over. There's a lot of great stuff out there. So definitely have a look and support, obviously, the Scottish obviously company. So now we're going to be talking about Cage Warriors 187. Cage Warriors 187, Saturday, 19th of April. It's going to be at the Braehead Arena in Glasgow. So the last two shows were absolutely awesome. Do you know what I mean? A lot of great fights on it. And this one is going to be exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing like an atmosphere in Scotland. So this is going to blow the roof off it, like the rest of them always do. So anybody looking for tickets, make sure you hit up your chosen fighter. They do have links there, so make sure you do hit them up and get your tickets directly through them. And it's obviously going to be on UFC Fight Pass. So if you can't make the event on the evening, then make sure you are watching it on UFC Fight Pass. So one of these guys is going to be on the show that night. Is a guy that I love to see. Love to see him out there. I loved watching him when he was an amateur and obviously coming through the pro ranks. So Jordan Stronge of Progress Martial Arts. So going into his third Cage Warriors fight, 1-1 at the moment. Had a very, very close, I'd say very disputed, unanimous loss in the first one. Obviously, a lot of people thought he'd won it. I was one of them. I thought he'd won it as well. But do you know what? It's just
been greeting about that for too long. I need to let it go now. That's what it is.
But listen, the fighters know. I mean, actually, they want to go out there and smoke guys. And he did that in the second one. He went out and he made sure the judges didn't have a look in, man. He smoked the guy. And I think it was just over a minute in the first round. So we're buzzing to see him step back out at Cage Warriors 187. But Jordan, always a pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Good man, Stoom. You as well. Hope you're doing well.
Aye, doing all good. Tell us about you then. Progress Martial Arts, fantastic setup. Obviously, you guys are doing brilliant things. You've got yourself, Bungard. You've got jiu-jitsu coaches, Elliot, Thomas. So looks like a good setup you guys have.
Yeah, mate. We're building a team now. Obviously, over Christmas and stuff, we're in the gym, building the place, getting everything ready. But the team's building quick already. To be honest, we've only been opening must have only been open 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's building. It's getting better and better, bigger and bigger. It's got to be a good one. It's one to look out for the future, definitely.
Definitely got a great coach as well. Obviously, guys who high level. Chris Bungard, obviously very, very high level. You as well, rising through the ranks, and obviously you got Elliot and Thomas doing jiu-jitsu. I mean, it's a great team of coaches you have as well. So I don't know if Jordan could hear me all right or not. As I said, I know he was having some signal issues. So let's see if he can.
Definitely. Like both. I think people with Chris forget that he's been there. He's done that. He said, "I can hear us."
Yes. So I knew he was going to. I knew he was having some signal issues. I knew he was. So let's see if we can get him back for sure. Let's see if we can get him back.
I can hear you now. Can you hear us, aye?
Yes. So let's see. So we're just going to get Jordan. We can hear him. I think there's a bit of a lag on it. But yeah, the coaches at the team at Progress, amazing coaches, as I say, yourself, Bungard, Elliot, and Thomas.
Oh, good.
So I think we've got just a bit of a lag. So let me let's see. So he's going to come out, come back in. But Jordan, I'd say, absolutely amazing. I'd say we love seeing Jordan out there. So let's see. How's that sound, Jordan?
I can see him. Can you hear us, mate? Aye.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye, I could see and hear you the whole time. I don't think you could hear us.
But yeah, you were talking about progress. Obviously, the coaches there, very, very high level and so on.
Aye, that's it, mate. So obviously get Tam and Elliot with the jiu-jitsu. They're high level jiu-jitsu. They like to break stuff down. They're great coaches in their own right. And I think people forget too. He's been there, done that. He's nearly had 50 fights, so he knows how to break stuff down. He knows it's all right. You can teach stuff, but you need to know to be in like the fire, being in the hard positions, actual in fights to know that stuff works. So he's good at breaking stuff down. A lot of the younger guys are like somebody to look up to as he's a pioneer in Scottish MMA. So I'm just building it nicely, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I like as well. I mean, Chris obviously brings that the media stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously he's been through it. And Chris, I always say, like, Chris is fucking amazing on a microphone. I mean, just put a microphone in front of him and he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And he's very passionate and he's emotional and stuff like that as well. So obviously it helps with the guys as well. Anybody looking to get into the game, especially putting them in front of the media, how they're going to react and stuff like that. So
he's passionate with obviously he's opened a new gym, so he's passionate about that. But he's, as you say, he's big. He's active on social media, so that's a up and coming thing these days. As much as people don't like it, you need to be quite a big media to get things kicking.
Definitely. That's what Cage Warriors in. So, I mean, you were built for Cage Warriors, Jordan. Do you know what I mean? As I said, Cage Warriors, your thing, and obviously you're going to go on further and throughout Cage Warriors, obviously become champion one day as well, I'm sure. So, but yeah, tell us about this. Obviously, your third match, the last one was flawless, man. I mean, you come out, you smoked that guy, was it Wesley? And I think it was 1 minute and 12 seconds, I think they put it down as. But I mean, how was that for you? I mean, being able to come out and do
good.
that.
The first one, going back to the first one, I fight that guy 9 times out of 10. I smash him. It's just I don't know why it sounds as if I'm making excuses, but I was out for over 2 years and like it's not the same. I always try to convince myself it's fine, but the timing's different. Everything's different. I felt as if I was stuck in the mud. I felt as if I was just coming into it the third round. So I knew I just wanted to get that one out of the way. Then obviously with the last one, the guy I knew I could run through him, but like he said, I got a few fights in Cage Wars and he's been tough. Like he's went to the judges a couple of times, so I knew. But I just think I think I was robbed there like a big finish because I knew I hurt him, but I think he kind of gave up in the end. Stepped in last minute. Got to appreciate him stepping in, but I just feel as if I'm just starting to build momentum now. Feel comfortable in there. Obviously, because there were 2 Glasgow cards this year or last year, they've kind of put Scottish fighters on there. So if it's September, now it's still a wee bit. I don't want to be waiting that long again. But I know it's a kind of season thing. It doesn't start back till like March. But I am just each time I'm just looking to get that way I feel when I'm sparring, just in flow state, and it's coming nicely. And I always knew it will when it comes together, it will click. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just building it, fight by fight, Stu.
Yeah, listen, mate, you're definitely one of the most exciting guys out there. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I love seeing you out there. Love seeing you doing your thing. As I said, even from an amateur, I mean, you had a massive following, and that following's continued with you and got bigger and bigger as times went on as well. And you were, when I remember you coming back, even into that first Cage Warriors fight, and you were, a lot of people were talking about you because they couldn't wait to see you come out and step out into the Cage Warriors ranks.
Yeah, I think the amateur kind of career fucked it for us a wee bit because I was just too inactive and it was like a fight every year and you're not feeling comfortable in there and it's back to square one again. Do you know what I mean? So this will be my third fight in a year for Cage Warriors. So I'm kind of that's what I wanted. I always knew if I get signed with somewhere or a promotion, I'd be banging the fight suit. So that's it. I just want to grow as a fighter and go as far as I can. I know I've got the potential to be up there with the title. Like when I keep winning fights, I know I've got that in my locker. I don't really need to prove it. I just need to go out and show it to people because I'm doing this for myself at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm buzzing. I can't wait to see you out there again. I'll be at this one this time, so so I'm definitely looking forward.
Hopefully, speak to you this time.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'll not be doing interviews. I won't be doing interviews. I'm going to be a spectator. I'm not allowed to do interviews yet, so but I can talk to you guys. I can still see you guys in the venue and stuff like that. So so I'm definitely buzzing for it. Final thing then, Jordan, again, you've got amazing people around you, as we know, but anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, sponsors, teammates, any you may have?
Just for now, just everybody's kind of stopped by us. Obviously, me and Chris have left. He's opened the gym. We've done our own things, and the guys that came with us, like, and that wanted to train with us as well. So I just want to thank all the guys for the gym. Obviously, I want to just my family every day, my missus every day. Kind of, I know, like, I'm out working full time as well, and I'm trying to get my 3 sessions in a day. So I'm never in the house. So I don't know if my missus likes that so much, but I appreciate, like, every day that kind of both my family is kind of like my driving force as well. They want me to do well. So, and I've got good friends and that about it. So just kind of want to go as far as I can and push it to the limit. So just want to thank everybody that stuck by us over the years and still continue to come to the fight, support, and it's people, it's the fans in that day that build the sport, because you could advertise a show as much as you want, but if nobody turns up to the venue, it's not got to really get advertised. So it's the fans that stick by and people that come and support you that keep this going and keep building it.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I'm a huge fan. You know that, Jordan. Absolutely love seeing you. You got a great style,
Yeah.
man. That aggressive style. Do you know what I mean? I love that style of fighter. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, you're not afraid to be on the feet, on the ground, wherever it goes. As I said, you've got all bases covered. Do you know what I mean? So again, true martial artist, a true MMA fighter that's worked on everything. So so guys, there we go then. Jordan Strong. Progress Martial Arts going to be heading to Cage Warriors 187. That's Saturday, 19th of April. Now, anybody looking to go and see Jordan, make sure you do hit up the link that he puts up for tickets. Make sure you do it. Even if you're not going to see Jordan, hit up his link anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, because obviously the fighters do get something from it. So make sure you are there. If you can't make the event on the evening, then head over to UFC Fight Pass. You'll get the fights will be on that on the evening. So it's going to be another amazing night. The first two in Glasgow were absolute fire. This one's going to be no different, absolutely no different at all. So there's nothing like a Glasgow Cage Warriors event at all. But Jordan, that's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me.
I appreciate that, mate. And as again, thanks as interviewing everybody. The media guys are the ones that push the sport and that as well. And everybody, as you said as well, if you're not coming to watch me, come and see the rest of the Scottish guys. The guys on the brink for hitting the UFC, other guys building in their pro career, but all the Scottish guys, they should be working together and try to push each other as far as we can. So at the end of the day, that's what it's pushing the sport and it's pushing in Scotland.
No, definitely. Look, the crowd get 100% behind everybody as well, which I love, regardless of what gym they go to. So,
aye, they just need to sort of fucking. I think the first time, the drink situation, I think that kind of put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Then the second show was actually better and ran better, but it wasn't as busy because I think people had a bit of a sour taste. So they've got it sorted. So hopefully this one's fucking bouncing.
Fingers crossed. But listen, absolute pleasure, brother. Listen, I'll need to go over the shots, come see you guys as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but listen, I'm looking forward to it. Let's stay safe, brother, and I'll see you on the 19th.
Good man, Stoom. Cheers, mate.
All right, take care, buddy. Bye-bye.